very funny. I like that.
Like you know, you actually believe all that stuff is going down. Oh, geez, Bert and Ernie. Bert's getting stabbed, and Ernie's just there going, "Ow!"
That's pretty good shit. Welcome to the pre-show, everybody. Let's get it out of the way because I feel like we could talk about it a lot. So, like, I feel like we have to bring up the baseball game, so that's why it's part of the pre-show more than anything.
Did you see it?
Oh yeah, and I jerked off, baby, because I forgot. I sometimes forget, and I don't know why I do this, but I sometimes forget that Bailey, you're a Red Sox fan. I don't know why. I think it's because you're from Indiana, so I just like go to that, and then I remember, wait, he's one of me. He's one of mine. Like, like yes, Bailey.
I mean, I feel like I eat, sleep, and breathe Red Sox baseball for most of the year.
Right. So we have to be bitter assholes tonight.
Oh yeah, it's not even bitter. Like, it's just sweet.
Yeah.
Like
sweet
the
taste.
fact that Jose Altuve. Let's keep in mind, it took 4 wins to get to the World Series against the Yankees.
Right.
Okay. They did 2 wins with walk-off home runs.
You know, if you think about they hit all these balls out of arenas, there must be a lot of cars with holes in them because all these balls are flying out of the arena. They have to be landing somewhere, and like
well, not really. It's actually quite rare.
It's rare,
for a ball to get that far out of the park because there's so.
You know,
Fenway,
it happens.
Not so much.
I was going to
Fenway,
say
they can get up pretty easily.
I was going to say it happens at Fenway a lot, Tommy. You're right because, but not at most stadiums. But at Boston, it does because you got to understand that when the ball goes over the green monster, that's a fucking street. Yeah. Like you could be walking by. I can remember Manny Ramirez almost fucking killed a guy who was selling sausages one year on the side of that fucking thing. And I'll tell you what. One year, Kevin Millar hit the fucking ricochet. It was a foul ball, and no one even talked about it until the next day. It was a fucking foul ball off the goddamn like sun-kissed sign or something to the left. And it ricocheted to the left, to the right, out of the fucking arena, and landed on some dude's fucking beer outside the arena. And the guy was like out there like, yeah!
Drinking it.
Yeah,
I can picture, get your sausages, get your sausages. Well, get your sausage.
What are we in? Wait, what are we in Chinatown? What the fuck?
Who do you think is selling sausages?
In Boston, it's
get your sausage.
It's a lot more like New York. In Boston, it's more like fucking sausages, Fenway Franks. Get your Fenway Franks, like that type of shit. Right. It ain't fucking. Put your dick in. Put your dick in my cunt.
We've got fucking, boudin sausage.
Sunny days, singing the night away.
What in
you know
the
what's interesting about Fenway when balls go out of the arena is like, because I watch, out of the 162 games, like no bullshit, I probably watch at least 150. I'm not even kidding. I'm always watching.
Yep. I miss those days.
Every time one of our guys hit a home run, it's literally like 20% of the time it will just leave the arena, like over the green monster.
Yeah.
And there's actually a story about a guy who's been coming to Fenway since he's like 12 and he's like 50 years old now. And he sits in the same spot right by the parking lot in a lawn chair, hoping to catch a foul or a home run ball over that one day. And he sits there every game.
I would, I know that we talk about it all the time and who knows when it will ever happen, but I just really envision taking Bailey and going to Fenway and just having a.
It's definitely going to happen. He's just dead set on it.
And you're staying here for maybe a couple of days, so we can go to 2 games. I don't give a shit.
Well, yeah, because I think I'd like to see a series. I think the best thing to do would see a Yankees at Red Sox series for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Because the good news is next year the AL East is going to draw the NL Central. So I'll actually get to go see them play the Cubs and the Reds.
Oh, yeah.
Because we draw their division next year. So I'll be able to go to Cincy for 3 days, and it's not even that far. So,
speaking about baseball, if you remember a long time ago, when I was friends with James Worley, he stalked that one baseball team that he said he looked like that guy.
Yeah, he said he looked like Justin
the
Turner
Dodgers.
from the Dodgers,
Yeah.
which was great, Joe, because he pretty much mushed it for us. Remember, we won.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, James Woolery, as Dr. Earl calls him.
Thanks, James Worley.
He's like, James Woolery.
Tommy, people were very angry that you went on Monetize This last night. People really wanted to hear from you. That's a good thing. They really wanted you on. And I did too. I was very depressed that you weren't on the show last night.
There was a lot of people pissed on Twitter that he didn't show up, though.
Yeah, I am really expecting you to be there next week, Tommy. And here's what you missed last night, Tommy. Dr. Earl was fucking questioned by the cops last night. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
So you must love this because you hate Dr. Earl. So, Dr. Earl got yelled at by his roommates first, so he had to start doing shows outside or talking to us outside.
Right.
And that night he got mad at you. Remember, he said, "I'll choke you with a dildo" and all that stuff, and he went crazy.
He said, "Go get your daddy's strap on."
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when that happened, he got yelled at by the neighbors. Like you woke up my kids, and all the neighbors were yelling at him. So now he goes for walks when he calls Monetize This. Tommy, did you know that?
Ooh.
So, do you even know what I'm saying right now at all? Or are you just making sounds? Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, Joe, you mentioned walking, and that's exercise, and Tommy was like, "Ooh, no good."
But
I walk all the time.
I was going to say that he walks 0.4 miles to Wendy's all the time. So
I don't walk to Wendy's all the time.
Why not? You said you eat there all the time.
Why I go there, eat there sometimes, but I go other places to eat.
All right. Well,
that delivery was beautiful.
I'm just saying.
He said you walk 0.4 miles to Wendy's all the time.
Do you even know what I'm saying? Man. So we are simulcasting. We're live on the Patreon right now as we speak for the pre-show. And we're going to bring Leah in here in a minute. And we're also live on Corrupted for the pre-show as well for a few minutes here. And I want to say ADTR did just super chat, and I will allow super chats before the Patreon show. So what a way to celebrate my 27th birthday watching Corrupted podcast. I'm picking the Nationals to win the World Series. Have a great night. Happy birthday, 27 for Jakey Poo, ADTR. Thank you, man.
Well, here's an exclusive.
Yeah.
This is before I've even done it on my show. Astros in 6.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
I mean, dude, you got to keep in mind, the Astros are just more of a complete team. The Nationals, the National League stinks, bro. That league stinks.
But don't the Nationals, the Washington Nationals, kind of give you the feeling that like they could either stink it up a little bit,
they have that,
or they could crush.
I don't know. They have a lot of weird vibes to them. They're almost like the 2013 Red Sox. They're like the 2015 Royals. They have that weird like underdog feel and like all that heat behind them. But dude, the pitching on Houston and the batting, I don't see it.
Yeah, I mean,
I just can't see a world where the Nationals will put 4 wins up on the Astros. I just don't see it. And I could be wrong. But I don't think it will be.
I just think that, like, it's either going to, like you said, it's either going to come down to the Astros are the more well-rounded team, or I think the Nationals are going to get, like, hot, and if they do, they can crush, which will be a surprise, which, like, they could really crush. Like, it's weird. Like, but then, I can't figure this one out. This is the worst. Like, I need a few days to sit on this, to look at the pitching comparisons.
Dude, okay, so look at it like this, right? The Yankees were ridiculously better than the Nationals, okay? They had 105 wins. They couldn't even beat the Astros more than once.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And they have like
the matchups
down, drag out bats. Like the Yankees, that's what they were good at, was hitting, and they just couldn't get past that pitching.
Yeah, I think you're right with the Astros. I think that's the right pick. It's definitely I think it's definitely way more risky to pick the Nationals.
I mean, and I'm giving the Nationals 2 games.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to give them 2 home game wins. So I just don't think they'll be able to beat Verlander in Houston. They won't be able to beat Garrett Cole at Houston. And not to mention, they got Greinke over there. I mean, dude, their team is stacked.
Tommy, what do you think about Dr. Earl almost being arrested yesterday? Would you have liked to see that?
That'd be funny.
Well, they did ID him. They asked him for his ID and asked him what the hell he's doing outside. And then he told the cops, like, I'm listening to Monetize This. And they were like, what the fuck is that?
You should cue that clip up for the show.
I will.
I'd like to hear that.
In fact, you know what? That's a great comment. I got to get the sounds to work for you.
Because I only heard the first hour and a half of Monetize This. We had a busy day today, but
yeah. The reason why, and I said this into to you in a DM. I said the reason why I didn't show up was because I was working previous that day in the yard and I was exhausted. I came back and my phone was dead. I just passed out on my couch when I got home.
Don't you live in an apartment though?
I went up to see my parents. Like I had stayed 2 nights at my parents' house.
What were you doing in the yard?
We were working on making a fire pit.
Oh, is that why you was wearing them fucking Bob the Builder overalls and everything?
Yeah, I was working in the yard.
You look like you had like camel toe.
I did. Kim was even saying I have a camel toe. I don't have a camel toe.
I was looking camel toe.
A camel toe is when your balls get split in two.
No, that's not. That's not what camel toe is, Tommy. Tommy. To have camel toe, is Leah here?
Oh my God! I don't know.
Leah, explain to the man.
Moose knuckle.
It's like you know all the sayings, but don't.
Out moose knuckle.
He knows all the sayings, but doesn't know what it is.
Leah, explain to him what camel toe is.
Camel toe is when a girl wears tight pants and it splits her vagina.
Oh my God.
But you just said it was when a guy's balls split.
That's a moose knuckle.
No.
Jesus
I'm gonna fucking die.
All right, Tommy, just be quiet. Just be quiet, Tommy, and let Leah explain.
Well, both of those things are kind of the same. I mean, so as far as I know, but yeah, it's basically a front wedgie for a girl. You can see through the pants.
You can outline each individual lip.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You're such a buffoon.
I'm really gonna fucking I'm really gonna lose my mind in a minute.
I'm upset we got to give that away for free.
Yeah, that was on the free pre-show.
Tommy had a moose knuckle.
Jeff 94.
Everybody, Tommy, you did. You had a moose knuckle, bro.
There is no moose knuckle there. Like I swear.
Did you see the picture?
It is a smooth. That is like there is no
smooth like a Ken doll.
Oh jeez, come on!
Oh my God! Oh, Barbie's butt is hot. You ever take the clothes off of Barbie?
No, I have not.
All right. Well, people have died in the
Joe?
chat. Tommy?
Yes.
I was just saying, yeah. What's up? You just said Joe.
I said,
he said his name.
Oh God, I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh my God. Bailey, have you told? I'm sorry, I was too busy like laughing. Have you told him yet what it does mean?
I explained it to him.
Yeah, Leah did.
You did. So do you understand now what a camel toe is?
Yes, I understand what it does mean. Yes.
All right. Well, what is it?
Do you know how?
I don't have to explain it. I know what it is. Okay.
That's what you said 5 minutes ago.
So it's got a lot more to do with a woman's vagina than anything.
I mean, yeah, like you never. If you walk up to a guy and be like, "Bro, you got camel toe," he's gonna look at you like you're an asshole.
Yeah, well, that's actually to a guy. I think that's definitely. I don't know if that's an insult to a woman, but it's definitely an insult to a man. Because,
definitely an insult to a dude. Yeah.
Yeah, because then it's like, oh, like my dick is a small little pussy bulge.
Yeah, you can't see my dick, but you can see the outline of my balls.
Good God. What is... This pre-show is already going to be rewatched now because of that. Tommy, holy shit, bro. I love you, dude. That's fucking too funny. That... Oh, my God.
This picture of him in the dressing room looks like he should be on like a can of ravioli or something.
I gotta put this up.
No, I was thinking more like Green Acres.
Beefy.
No, raviolis. Beefaronis.
Beefaronis for fucking faggots, bro.
And my brother's like, Tommy, you should start wearing like overalls as your new look for shock value. I'm like, what? I'm like, no, thank you. I'm not Green Acres, okay? I'm not a rancher.
Oh
well, I definitely wouldn't suggest wearing the fucking dress shirt underneath the overalls. That just makes you look like a dumbass.
Oh my God.
Are you with me, Tommy?
Does that answer your question? Here it is, right here.
That was when I was in Walmart. Like
You look like a fucking like a lawn gnome or whatever.
When I see that picture, I say, Green Acres is a place for me.
Oh.
Farm living is a life for me. Do-do-do-do-do.
Oh my! I thought you said a different word. Green Acres. Green Acres. Okay. I'm down. I'm down. I'll play that game. What is that?
I've got a friend with 8 chins and a fat face and a camel toe.
What do you have a
Holy
picture of
shit.
a plate of just like bacon?
What?
He's got a picture of a plate with just bacon on it.
Can you hear this?
Like
Where?
9 slices of bacon on it.
That was my
Nice,
breakfast one morning.
That was my breakfast. Yeah, I was gonna say that.
9
I was
slices
sitting
of
down,
bacon?
touching myself.
Yeah, because I didn't have any eggs.
Oh,
I mean, I listen. I can put away a pound of bacon if
Yeah.
I really wanted to.
Yep, I can
But-
do
So
that.
that's-
could I, but it's terrible for you.
Yeah, but
I
we've
usually
all
do
done
like
that.
2 pieces of bacon with like 2 scrambled eggs, and I'm kosher.
Yeah, Tommy.
Tommy's
we've all,
like, I gotta fill out the scrambled eggs with an extra 8 pieces of bacon.
we've all done it, Tommy. Don't you feel bad?
That's
I know
true.
it.
Hey, Tommy, you know, every time you use
Yeah.
TikTok, you're supporting the oppression of Hong Kong.
Oh, yeah, those scumbags.
Why do you think he uses it?
I didn't even know about that, honestly.
I believe.
I gotta say, you know, there's sucky YouTubers, and then there's sucky TikTokers that are just assholes that just use these stupid memes and they
Here
do
comes the
stupid
jealousy.
things to people.
Holy fuck!
You're jealous of the TikTok people now. Jesus Christ, bro.
I'm not jealous of them. I'm pissed off them because they what they do is they basically they'll drive past cars and they'll chuck pieces of cheese at people, or they'll do something really shitty to somebody else as a meme to other people, and it's like, you fucking morons. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Is it fake? Like all the YouTube videos like that?
But yeah, it's similar to YouTube videos, but it's TikTokers doing it.
Who cares?
Tommy, I have a very serious question for you.
What's that?
Well, first of all, I just want to say I'm really happy you're still alive. But can you explain how you still have a pulse after the fucking plate of rice you had the other day?
He's like 1 serving of chicken and like 9 servings of rice.
Dude, he's got a handful of chicken and literally enough rice to feed Hong Kong.
It's 3/4 of the plate.
Joe, look at this picture.
Oh my
Tommy,
God.
did you eat all of that?
Well, it's better than the
Yes, I
chicken.
know that.
It's so bad for you.
Tommy,
I'd
Rice?
be curious to know what your cholesterol is like.
you could literally feed the National Guard with that rice.
Is that soy? Did you put soy on the rice?
Yes, I put soy sauce. Not too much, but I put some on there.
Oh yeah, not too
Wait
much
a minute.
soy sauce,
But
just
wait a
whole fucking
second.
gallon of rice.
Is this white rice?
That's fried rice.
Oh my God. Oh my God, it gets worse.
Joe, look at the portion size.
Tommy, this is unbelievably horrible for you.
It looks like a serving of rice with a hat.
Like if this was straight up white rice, it would be a lot. It would be like, okay, wow, you're gonna take some carbs in with that.
Well, I have other food picks are good on there, not just that. You know,
That's not a good pick. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Like this one with like 19 chicken wings on it. Covered in, is that ketchup and mustard?
Oh, Leah,
Ooh!
I forgot. So I was sent this last week, and I never played it last night. Have you
What
seen?
is this yellow
Have
thing?
you seen this, Leah? Look at your screen right now, Leah. I was sent this last week, and I saw it on Tommy's TikTok. I was dying, but I know you haven't seen this yet. Listen to this.
Can't hear it.
Oh, it doesn't matter if you can't hear it. Just look at it.
No,
look at
the
Tommy's
music
face.
makes it worse.
Oh my God. Like that weird thrusting humping that he does right there. Play that again. Hold on. Let me see if I can get the sounds to work through there.
I was sitting down, touching myself.
You hear now?
Yeah. You know what's funny is the Joker doesn't do any of the moves that you're doing there.
Oh no!
It's a lot of thrusting and humping and just like thinking about like raping somebody.
Yeah, he goes like this. He throws his arms in like that, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
I was in a public place, so I didn't.
Suck.
You did one big thrust. He did one big thrust. I did notice in the movie.
What
Did
is
you
this
go
play?
see it, Joe?
Yeah, we'll talk about it on the podcast in a few. It'll be the last thing tonight, just for the people out there that haven't seen Joker, which I can't believe you haven't. But at the end of the podcast tonight, we're going to talk about Joker a little bit, and that way you have the opportunity to leave. That'll be much later. We'll talk about it. We did see it tonight. Our kids are not here. Whoa, what the hell? What happened?
See, I was trying to ask that like 8 times. Like, what the fuck is this one yellow-looking thing on a plate?
It's like a chicken wing covered in like
It looks like a peep.
baby shit.
Oh, what?
It was seasoning salt. I put it. I seasoned a chicken leg in seasoning salt and cooked it.
Tommy, it's yellow.
I didn't have any other
Give me
seasoning.
that
Okay?
nervous laughter.
Well, but what do you mean I didn't have any other seasoning? What did you put on it?
Seasoning salt. I put seasoning salt, just seasoning salt on there.
Holy Lord!
Wait a minute. What salt is yellow?
Larry's.
Larry's.
You mean Lowry's?
Salts.
Lowry.
Oh, okay.
Is
I was
this like a $50 upgrade from quarters?
How about this picture? This is a much cleaner one of.
Oh my God, Tommy, you look hot.
Yeah, you actually look like you could get something done here.
Not really. I
Well,
mean, he looks like he belongs, but I don't know you get much work out of him.
Well, somebody the other day was like, Joe, are you sure you're 5? Someone's lying because Tommy always looks taller. I'm like, that's because I was leaning down to hug him a bunch in the pictures. And he's
I'm 5'10". That's how tall I am.
Yeah, and I'm 5'10". So like, but I think that you wear boots or something, so you're taller or something. Or but
I
you're
wear wingtips. That's why it looks like I'm taller. It kind of pushes me up a little bit.
right. I explained that to the guy because I was like, he's like, I think you're lying about your height, Joe, or something. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Go look at me next to everybody. I'm taller than almost everybody. I don't want to be. I mean, I'm not. I always think that I'm a small one, but I'm taller than JD. I was taller than Grim. Like it's like I'm taller than everybody when I meet them. But Tommy
Grim was just like, even in the background, Grim was scared of me when I was talking with him. Like I was doing when I was doing that vlog, I walked up to the creator of.
Brian Zane, yeah.
I walked up to Brian. I asked, so Brian, are we gonna do another Wrestling Darlings for next year? And he's like, don't ask me that.
Yeah, he basically wanted to kill himself. Like he had been through hell. Like because he did all this on his own. He thought he was gonna get some help, and like nobody. I don't think anybody really stepped up to help him. Like out of like it was, he was like, fuck this, because we all basically got like free press for it. We got, all this cool stuff for it for nothing. We got to meet our listeners and fans. We got to be exposed to other people's. And he's the one who did all of it. So it's like, I felt bad. I really did feel bad for him. I said that to him before we left I wasn't on camera. But I just kind of said to him, I was like, listen, dude, I appreciate what you did here. You really gave us all a fun time, made us all feel special. We all got to meet each other. This was really cool. And I'm sure if you ever do it again, I'll try to help you. You know what I mean? I'll try to help you a little more. Nobody helped you here, it looks like, and don't do this alone next time.
It's funny, as I'm standing there talking to Brian, Grim is like 2 feet away from me, and after I end the video, Grim doesn't even say 2 words to me, and he walks right past me as I'm talking to Brian, and doesn't even say, see ya, Tommy. Nothing like that. It's like...
You should have shot him in the head like Murray. That's what you should have done.
And the funny thing is, when I did my promo, you could see him like shaking as he was standing next to me. I don't know. Was that you, Joe, that shot the promo for me, or was that somebody else who did that?
I think it was somebody else, but yeah, he was scared of you. I will say that. He was scared that you were going to hurt somebody.
I mean, I was going to hurt him. Like, I'm a chill dude. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't get him. I really don't get them. I actually, when I was coming up through the ranks in YouTube, I looked up to Grimm.
Yeah,
I looked up to Grimm. He was one of my favorite YouTubers. I don't watch him anymore because like half of his content is fake and like it's just all storylines.
His content's fake.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
that whole clown stuff where like the clown is stalking him and
Tommy,
Tommy,
you do all the same stuff. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I do in better taste, I think.
Do you? Do you?
Yeah, well, he's got 1 million subscribers, so.
Fact.
Yeah, I mean, he was at WWE today on their stage and in their ring talking to New Day.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was hanging out with New Day today. Drew McIntyre. I told him Drew McIntyre is a pretty good friend of the show. I was like, say hi, and he did.
I noticed how quick they stripped the belt off of Kofi just to give it to Lesnar so he can go up against this heavyweight champion.
Well, no, Kofi had it a while.
Well, yeah, I thought it was good. I think he had a good title run. Kofi had a good title run. But I thought that ending was so stupid how they ended it. You know, Kofi just jumps in Lesnar's hand. Lesnar drops him on the ground. 1, 2, 3. I thought, that's fucking bullshit. Give us an epic match. Like, this is the
You get so triggered over Brock Lesnar, bro.
Man, you know what though, Tommy? I mean, to be honest, dude, you're triggered by everybody's success. It's very bizarre. You know what I mean?
I'm not triggered. I mean, I just don't like Brock Lesnar.
Or
Triggered
Grimm,
like your buddy Bobby.
or the other guy, Bobby.
I'm sorry, Bob.
Good old Bobby.
When Bobby got triggered when I said she was a damned tranny.
Remember I told her that Peggy was a damn hermaphrodite? Bobby, you were adopted, you dumb little fuck.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Tommy?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The guy you told me his name was Bob.
Did you happen to catch Devo Dave last night on Monetize This? Doom, 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 doom. Crack that whip. Look at that. Tommy, look.
Doesn't even look like Dave.
Yeah, that's the new photo he wants me to use for the thumbnails. That's him. You got a fresh haircut.
Jeez.
You think he looks hot?
Doesn't even look like Dave.
It looks like Dave when he went and cucked out Catman's wife.
Jeez.
Well, let's go ahead. We got to get ready for the podcast in a minute here to start. So, to everybody over on Corrupted, in a few minutes, we're going to be heading over strictly to Patreon. I hope you enjoyed the pre-show. And it's up on Patreon right now. Let's see. First time I saw Tommy was in your WrestleMania blog, Joe. Wasn't big into YouTube at the time. Yeah, I remember that. And shout out to all the people who pledged on Patreon. We're getting close to 400. We get 400 patrons, and we do a, I think it was a 12-hour stream or half-day stream. I forget.
I remember, Joe, you were excited about being in my vlog. I remember you were like, it's really cool. I get to be in a Tommy vlog.
Yeah, I was like, oh, cool. I'm finally like in one of your vlogs because I watch them all the time, so I get to be in one. That's
Tommy,
cool.
your TikToks don't make any fucking sense.
Yeah. That's true.
I'm watching the one where like the chick's holding the It t-shirt and he just like, you know. Why? What is it?
I just use it as a wallpaper. Like if I'm like in a public place.
I mean, like, what does the video mean though? I don't get it. You're just like dancing with.
Yeah, it's just music that you dance to, and like you just dance on the, on the TikTok. It's like it doesn't have to really be anything.
That's like a big sports theme, like a big pump up song.
Yeah, because Joe left a comment on there on what song that was, and so.
Oh, is that what the Bruins play when they score?
Yeah. So I was like, oh, it's the fucking Bruins goal song for the last 22 years. Like, that's funny. I mean, it's a song that a lot of people use now, but it's a popular
it's made its
song.
way into college sports too. Now all the marching bands and stuff play that song.
Yeah, that's a very popular thing. I mean, it's not just exclusively. It's just funny because that's the goal song after every goal, and it's been that way for, I think since 2000 or 99. So when I hear it, he scored.
And the song that the Joker danced to in the Joker movie, that's also a sports song, am I right?
Yeah, that's the old football song.
Boo, boo,
That was.
boo, boo.
I did not expect to hear that. Like, we're gonna save this for the end of the show, though. But yeah, when I heard that in the movie, I was like, whoa, the hell! I did not expect that to be played.
Yep, I did not expect it either. I was like, really, that song?
It was like they were trying to make the tone more lighter because they were like, oh, it's been so crazy. Let's turn up the tone here a little bit. It was interesting. It was. We'll talk about it later. I want to talk about it now because, like, you know,
it's like because I'm doing a review tomorrow with Crystal about it. Like, we're like
Interesting.
What?
Huh. Faggot.
oh my God, what the hell? What's happening? What was that?
Tommy's an asshole.
Why?
Tell him why you're an asshole, Tommy.
Why am I an asshole?
Or were you supposed to be Monday? But now you're doing one with Crystal. I'm just fucking with you, Tommy.
Oh,
He no-showed my Joker review on Monday, and then now he's like, well, me and Crystal are doing one.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, he chose the fucking pussy over you. I mean, come on.
I don't listen. I was just kidding around, Tommy.
I fell asleep.
I don't give a fuck what you do, bro.
When we do sometimes when we do the cafe, and
Unless you blow me, then I'll marry you.
Yeah. I mean, you can still do it. I mean, it's not a big deal. Like, what? Like, we'll probably talk about it again on Honestly. You know?
No, that's why I don't really care, because you can do 1,000 Joker reviews. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Because at this point, I mean, you could talk about this thing for a while, or like to death.
Yeah.
I told Chris, I said I really wanted to do this because where it's still relevant, because I didn't want it to drift away. But we've always done reviews on movies that are not relevant. But like, this movie is very relevant,
Right.
And like, I'm a big Joker fan, and I really want to get this out before, I
have a question for you, Tommy. Real quick question for everybody here. How long do you think this movie stays in the theater? It's kind of a side question, but
it's hard to say. If it depends on the politics, it depends on like how much the media hates on it.
well, I mean, they've done enough of that already. But I actually think the movie stays until like the first week of December.
That's that. It's September right now, and it's gonna be.
It's October right now.
I mean, my bad. It's October right now, and it's gonna.
I got you.
November. So I seriously doubt that this movie would stay in the theaters.
Why? What would knock it out?
Oh, just different
There's
other
only
movies.
two movies that what though? The only two movies I could see even coming close to knocking it out wouldn't even make sense.
Well,
is Terminator and Zombieland. That's the only two big names coming out.
Yeah, and then also in December we get Star Wars.
Well, that's why I said I see it making to the first week of December, and then there'll be too many other blockbusters in there.
Well, Phoenix's pockets are already filled probably right now. Like, he probably made a whole boatload of money off that movie.
I mean, that was kind of an indie movie, though. It couldn't have been that much. I mean, I'm sure it was.
He did not make a buttload of money.
What did he get? Like three to four or 5 million?
Yeah, but I would like his rate isn't like. Tommy's thinking he makes like Johnny Depp money, where Johnny Depp doesn't do a movie unless he gets 20 million. I would say he did, like Joe said, probably $2 or $3 million, because he also produced it.
Right.
When Robin Williams was still alive, may he rest in peace, he actually lowered his price to do the Genie and Aladdin, the animated feature.
Right.
There actually is something I want to mention on the show when we do it. It's about the upcoming Batman movie, but not necessarily about the movie itself. It's actually like sort of politics surrounding it.
I'm trying to find out how much he made.
Well, with him producing it, I guarantee he probably I'm not saying he broke even, but I bet he didn't make a ton of money.
Yeah,
I thought Todd Phillips was the director.
I said producer.
So we all thought it was about. Me and JB were kind of in the agreement of 3 to 5 million. So
yeah,
let's take a look here. Yeah, so it's not even on. It's not on his list of top movies ever, where he made the top amount of money. He made the most money, it says, in like
Walk the Line, maybe.
Yeah, Signs, Gladiator, Walk the Line, Ladder. I mean, I don't even see this.
Wasn't he in The Village as well? Was he in The Village? No, he wasn't in that. What am I thinking of? What's that movie? The one where he's like romantically involved with who's the chick from Iron Man? Gwyneth Paltrow?
Oh, right.
Yeah, he was in like some romantic movie with.
He
was in that movie that won the awards. The one where he's in love with Siri or whatever.
He made $4 million.
It's called Her.
Oh, he made $4 million for Joker.
Made $4.5 million. That's how much Joaquin Phoenix. That's pretty good
money.
I mean, dude, it's an indie. It's an indie movie. It took him, 4 months to 5 months to shoot.
Yeah, well, it probably took him 3 months just to get his body like that too.
Yeah,
because he's chunked up since then.
He only, I mean, it's. I mean, I say only, but it was only 15 pounds. It wasn't like 40 pounds, but it looks like 40 though. It looks like he fucking lost 50 pounds.
Yeah, I think he also like he altered it differently too to get his face to sink in the kind of the way it did too. Like, like how his cheeks kind of like sink in, kind of like the Joker does. Yeah. And then you see him in interviews now, and he's got like the real puffy cheeks,
Yeah, he looks.
And and he has a beard now.
Yeah, that also helps him look a little bit more normal. Like
that's true.
Well, everybody on Corrupted, we're about to end, so make sure you guys get over on Patreon for the show. We're going to start the Corrupted podcast right now, I think. Leah, you back?
I never went anywhere.
Oh, well, I never know. Sometimes you get up for like cigarette breaks, and I don't know if you left, that type of thing.
I've been here the whole time.
All right, well, here we go. It's episode something. By the way, thanks to all the new patrons tonight. We're at 391, 9 away from 400 in a 24-hour stream. 122. This is episode 122. Going once, going twice. Sold.
This is Corrupted. This is Corrupted. The Corrupted Podcast.
Yeah, baby. No kids in the house. Justin Bailey's naked right now in his truck.
Indeed.
Are you outside or in your truck?
I'm outside right now, but I do the show inside now.
In the truck?
No, I do the show inside. No, not inside. I do it inside.
Oh, inside the house.
Yeah.
Roll the window down. Hey, Tom, and Tommy's here.
Hello.
I'm outside right now. I'm burning one real quick.
Hell yeah, baby. Sorry. That's how you start it. I probably should have asked you first before I started,
No, that's okay. I waited too long to go do it anyway.
My dumbass. Will be,
Now, here's a question. This is kind of like a step away thing. Do you think they're going to make more gritty superhero movies or more gritty villain movies, origin story?
I think we're waiting on this, aren't we, Joe?
Yeah, I wanted to wait till the end of the show for this, Tommy. But
no, I'm not talking about Joker. I'm talking about other villains.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and just to let everybody know, at the end of the podcast, we're going to talk about Joker, and when we talk about it, we'll tell you to warning, all that shit. But yeah, I mean, I don't give a shit. I'm kind of like over the superhero shit, so I'm hoping they go back to gritty again because like I'm all done with the happy, like, sort of Ninja Turtle Marvel movie type of, I don't think they're ever going to do any better than the last two Avengers movies. Those part 1 and 2, that's all the stuff they did to build into that. I don't know if you'll ever recreate something like that again, so I don't care about all these new ones coming out, to be honest.
The interesting thing is I actually do like some of the Marvel movies, but one thing that really pisses me off about Marvel Disney, I just feel like they can't have a serious moment in those movies. Like, anytime something happens, it's always like broken up by a joke.
Yeah, they gotta break it up. It's like, your mother died before she ever knew you.
I mean, I think the end of the last movie was not broken up by a joke.
Yeah, I mean, it was, though.
Well,
like, the chick was like, I want cheeseburgers. He's like, I'm going to get you all the cheeseburgers you want. And just
I don't think that was
like,
a joke. I think that was sort of like a touching thing, like a kind of like a callback, like, I'm going to take care of you, just like I took care of your dad.
Well, that's
why those... Maybe you're right. I mean,
that's why those last two movies...
more than I have.
That's why those ones were the best, because they actually had sad parts, whereas every other movie, it gets broken up. Like Like in the part 1 when he throws what's her face off the cliff. Like that was pretty. Like you actually. Like, dude, he's a real villain. Like, you kind of feel bad for him for a second, but then you know he's a piece of shit. So it's
Right.
like, it's great.
Like their best movie, honestly, is Infinity War. Is that pretty much agreed amongst like everyone? Like,
Yeah,
is that like their
yeah.
best movie? I don't even know.
I think
You know,
it is. Yeah.
Infinity War was
The
just
reason
like,
I think it is. Go ahead, Tom.
Infinity War is just like a particular Star Wars movie. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Where what?
It's like Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Yeah, Empire Strikes Back is just like Empire Strikes Back because the good guys lose.
Well, the reason I like it is because like the way it ends. Like I like when Spider-Man dies. That's because it's like a huge like oh shit. But again, it's they always come back. That's what sucks.
Yeah.
Like, let's kill some guys off.
But dude,
you know?
even fucking X-Men.
If you ever want to get emotional, here's what you do.
Cut yourself.
You what?
Cut yourself. Yeah.
No. I
Oh.
said if you ever want to get emotional, turn on the song "Out of Ashes," "Out of Ashes" by from Deadpool, and
What?
play the ending to Infinity Wars, and you
What
will
the
kind of tear up a little
This
bit.
sounds like way too much work. What in the fuck?
It's not work. It's just you go on your smartphone, you look up the song, you get towards the ending when Spider-Man is disappearing and everybody's disappearing, and you put mute on your TV and you just play the song "Out of Ashes" to the ending.
Jesus Christ. Wow.
So you have to put the work in order to make it sad.
Well, some people have actually done it on YouTube. Some people have actually taken the ending to Infinity Wars and they put that song at the ending.
Well, to answer your question, can you hear me, Tommy? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Answer
There
your
must be
question.
something wrong with your internet, Bailey.
But to answer your question, no, I don't think Marvel's like, yeah, we need to switch things up. No, I don't think that's going to happen
Oh yeah.
at all. Like, dude, like it's like Thor Ragnarok. That movie would have been like that movie to me was just annoying because it was just like I don't get like the soundtrack to that film. I just don't get it.
What's a good movie about AIDS?
I would say Bohemian Rhapsody. So
Oh, okay. So like
yeah, that was a layup.
or like Kids or something like that. Philadelphia?
Yeah, that's actually a really
Yeah,
good movie.
Philadelphia would be a good one. So like I remember, I was watching the Joker movie tonight, and they were fucking, send in the clowns. It was very nice and everything. And I was just thinking, man, if you took the movie Philadelphia and opened up with this, send in the fags. Those cold. I'm sorry. I won't do that again.
If you think about it, that was Tom Hanks. If you think about it, that's basically Forrest Gump. What happened to Forrest Gump a couple of years later?
What? What do you mean?
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump didn't die of AIDS.
I know that, but it's Tom Hanks. So if you were to connect the thing,
You're a dummy.
Joe caught it. It made Joe laugh because
Joe, get rid of this guy. Come on.
Hey, I wasn't even. I was like, you know what? No Tommy tonight because he wasn't on monetized. It's not putting him on corrupted tonight. And then you were like, no, we gotta come on. This is your fault. Somehow this is your fault. If JD was coming out with a movie, it'd be this. Send in the cats, those fuckable, furry, and wet, throbby cats. Sorry. All right, I won't do that again. Now I promise.
How quick do you think he bought front row tickets to that movie Cats?
Oh God, and masturbated to it. Yeah. Well, the Astros beat the Yankees tonight. They're gone. Yes, I see that. But no, we got to get back to this Cats thing. Everybody, we're live on Patreon. Come over to Patreon and join us there. The show continues. But you can patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. See you there. Everybody on Patreon, don't worry, we're not leaving you. Oh, send in the can.